Making a pumpkin spice hummus recipe today, but guess what? I have no idea how it's going to turn out. I just took pictures of the ingredients to put on handmadehealthy.com, but I don't know how this recipe is going to turn out. So hopefully it turns out good. I'm going to take you along with the recipe making process and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so what we have is we're going to be making pumpkin spice hummus for the fall. And whenever I'm coming up with a recipe, I just think of what are the convenient items that I can use because everybody's looking for a way to save time. And then I'm also thinking about how can I keep some nutrition in there, and also how can I keep great flavor in there because it's really important. So let's go ahead and get started with the ingredients. I have some ready-made hummus. If you want to make your own hummus at home, go ahead. I grabbed a ready-made hummus, and this is a 8-ounce hummus right here. And then I also have a can of pumpkin. I'm only going to use maybe a third to half of the can of pumpkin. And then we're going to sweeten it up with a little bit of honey. We're also going to be keeping that pumpkin spice in there by adding in some of those great fall flavors that we know and love. One of them being cinnamon, another one is ground nutmeg, and another flavor is going to be some ground cloves. Now, I also have some vanilla right here, but I'm not going to add the vanilla until after I combine the other ingredients to see how it tastes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use half of the hummus, and then that way if I need to make some more, then I still have half. I have another one in the refrigerator, but that is for my son and I to snack on as it is, like it is, with pretzels. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons of this pumpkin out, heaping tablespoons I might add, so it's about a third of that can, and we're going to start to mix this together. And what I love about adding pumpkin to a recipe is, of course, the color that it looks like. It just reminds me of exactly what it is, a pumpkin. So I'm going to mix this up. It's already looking fantastic. Let me see how it smells. Has an interesting smell. Smells like hummus and pumpkin. I mean, it smells exactly like what it is. Okay, so I am going to add in the spices. Now, the reason why the honey is because sometimes a little sweetness works with hummus. I don't know if you've seen dark chocolate hummus, but that is a thing. And I'm going to start with just a pinch of the nutmeg. Nutmeg is really strong, it's a strong ingredient. Also cloves, very strong ingredient. So I'm just going to start with a pinch of those. And then also cinnamon, you can add a little bit more cinnamon than you can of those two because it's not as strong. But what we're going to do is we're going to mix this together. And then I'm also going to add in a little bit of honey, probably about a teaspoon of honey. This recipe is going to be on handmadehealthy.com, and you can find that there along with pictures and everything. Okay, now that I have this all mixed up, I'm going to try it. And I just added the honey as well. It's got an interesting flavor. I think it needs some more honey. And I'm going to go ahead and add that vanilla. So let's do this. It's going to be about half of a teaspoon. That tastes good. That tastes really good. Really interesting. I'm thinking maybe a carrot. Maybe I'll try a carrot with it. What do y'all think? Try a carrot. Quick note, I just added some more honey to it, and it's phenomenal now. So it needed just a little bit more sweetness to sort of bring the cinnamon and the pumpkin out. I'm going to have the final recipe on handmadehealthy.com. Good. So good.